Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's K-E-S-H-W-A-N-I, Keshwani. I will help you in this clip with the math problems that you will find in the official SAT study guide. You must have it in front of you to follow the work that I'm doing. You can buy it from any of the bookstores, or you can send me an email and you can purchase it from me. But you have to have this book in front of you. The problem that I'm about to solve, the book contains 8 exams, and each exam has 3 sections. And I'll try to do as many as I can in these clips. The problem that I'm about to do appears in exam number 3, section number 2, page number 522, question number 16. After watching the clip, if you find it helpful, my way of explaining things, and if you wish to purchase a DVD which contains all the problem in these sections on DVDs, however long it takes for me to do that, I will send you out the 1 DVD or 2 DVDs, whatever it takes me, 1 hour, 2 hours. I will put together a whole section that I will do one problem after the other without any interruptions. And if you wish to purchase the solution to those problems, send me an email at www.prep4sat.com, and I'll take care of it. Let's solve the problem. It says if x and y are positive consecutive odd integers, let's make a note here. X and y are positive consecutive odd integers. And we also told that y is more than x. Question simply is, which of the following is going to be equal to this quantity? Y squared minus x squared, which is what I refer to as the punchline, because that's what they're asking. Whatever it is that the question is asking is what I refer to as the punchline. They tell you that Michael is 3 years old, and 10 years ago he was twice as old as Jennifer, and so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. How old is Jacob? Then that's the punchline. How old is Jacob? That's what we're interested in. In this case, what we're interested in is the value of this quantity, x squared minus y squared minus x squared. This is an algebra problem. If you have been watching my clips in the past, you will know that for those of you who are very good at algebra, who can handle algebra, who can do the problem algebraically and do it correctly and do it in an efficient amount of time, great, kudos for you. But for those of you who are, this is the word, if you don't know, look it up and learn it. For those of you who are having trouble, who have trouble with the algebra, there is another technique that I use, that I teach when I do private tutoring, face-to-face, one-to-one tutoring. The technique is called plug-in. Basically what you do is you plug in values, numbers of your own choosing for the variables. You solve the problem based on those variables, those values. You get your answers, and you try to find the answer quantity in the answer choices that agrees with the quantity that you arrived at. Let's solve it. X and y are positive consecutive odd integers. I have to keep all of that in mind. So they have to be positive. Y has to be more than x, and they have to be odd integers. So let's plug in. I'm going to plug in, since y has to be more than x, I'm going to plug in 4 and 2. So far so good, right? No, so far it's not so good, because they need to be odd. You have to keep everything in mind. So let's change them. I'm going to say 5 and a 3. Why 5 and a 3? Why not 3 and 1? Well, that's another thing with the plugging in techniques. There are some things that you have to know, and that comes through practice. One of the things that you have to keep in mind when you're using plugging in technique is try to avoid plugging in 1, because one time anything is just the number itself. It does not evolve. You want numbers that evolve with the problems. Don't plug in 1. Don't plug in 0. Why? Because if you plug in 0, everything obliterates. If they tell you that the Michael is 3 times as old as Jennifer, and you plug in 0 for Jennifer, neither of them is born yet, because they are both 0. So don't plug in 0. Don't plug in 1, because it doesn't evolve. And try to avoid plugging in numbers that appear either in the problem or in the answer choices. Don't plug in those numbers. So I'm going to plug in 3 and 5. And there is a reason for that as well, why you want to avoid the numbers that appear in the problem, which I'll explain when the time comes. Let's plug in 3 and 5. So y equals 25, x equals 9, x squared equals 9. So my punchline is this. 16 is my punchline. 25 minus 9 is 16. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to go through all the answer choices until I find something that gives me 16. That's all. And I'm going to pick up the speed now because you have the book in front of you and you can follow me. The very first says 2x. 2 times x is going to give me 6. That's not it. 2x is not it. The next one says 4x. Well, 4x is simply 4 times 3. That's not that. The next one says 2x plus 2. 2x plus 2. See what that gets me. 2x plus 2. My x is 3. 3 times 2 is going to be 6. Plus 2 is going to give me 8. That's not it. They should give you only 3 multiple choice answers, you know, not 5, because 3 is all the colors I could find. There is a 4th color. Let's look at D. So D says 2x plus 4. I'm not going to waste, well actually I forgot what we came up here. 2x plus 3, 2x was 6 plus 2 was 8. So this is going to be 10. That's not it, because it's just 2 more. Instead of 2x plus 2, D says 2x plus 4. That's not it. I'm not going to waste my time redoing it. It's just 2 more than C. E says, well, I'm getting this inkling, this gut feeling in my that we are getting very close to jackpot. 4x plus 4. Let's see what that gives me. 4x plus 4. Let's move this out of the way. 4 times my x was 3. Remember, 4 times 3 is going to give me 12. Plus 4 is 16. Et voila, 16. This guy is the winner. Now let me redo the same problem. I'm going to erase everything and I'm going to redo the same problem for those of you who would like to solve this problem. Is what I call the, let me get out of the way so you can keep looking. Let me redo the same problem for those of you who would like to solve this problem in what I call the classical way, the traditional way, the orthodox way, the proper way, if you like, the academic way, the algebraic way. Let me redo this problem algebraic way. Okay? I need to erase everything here. So we're not going to use the plugging in technique. We're not going to plug in any numbers. No numbers. Now what you have to understand is that if these are consecutive integers, consecutive odd integers rather, for example, if this is 3, this has to be 5. If this is 7, this has to be 9. So if this is x, this is simply x plus 2. This y guy is just 2 more than x. Just 2 more than x. Because they are odd, but they don't have to be odd integers. Even if they were even integers, even if they were consecutive even integers, it wouldn't have changed. If I tell you that a and b are consecutive even integers, for example, that if this is 2, this has to be 4. If this is 8, that has to be 10. If this is 100, and if they're consecutive even integers, this has to be 102. As you can see, it's always, if they're consecutive odd or even integers, the difference between the two adjoining numbers is 2. So if this is x, this is simply x plus 2. Let's see what the question is asking. We are asking for the difference of y squared minus x squared. Well, y is x plus 2 squared minus x squared. So do you know what this quantity equals to? X plus 2 whole squared. This thing is read as x plus 2 whole squared. That's how one reads it. If you just say x plus 2 squared, that will be this. That's not it. So what is this equal to? For those of you who don't know it, do it out. Do it out. Foil it, and you will see that it equals x squared. And then I get a 2x here. Then another 2x, that's 4x, and then 4. X squared plus 4x plus 4 minus x squared. You see? Well, what happens to x squared? They cancel out. And what am I left with? Et voila. 4x plus 4, same as the last time, the answer choice. I hope you found this helpful. I did it two ways, the plugging in way and the algebraic way, the proper way if you like. Thank you.